Yo, what's up, boys and girls of the Mirko? Let's get straight into, you know what it is. You clicked it. You know it's Ekko versus Onic PH. You guys have been requesting this so much on streams, and I made a community post just earlier to ask if you guys still wanted to see Onic PH versus Ekko. And also got recommendations from all you guys that you want to watch Onic PH versus Ekko, the analysis, over Onic PH versus Bren, because apparently Onic PH versus Ekko is closer. I haven't watched the games. Don't know what they do in this game. The only thing I know is the one that got clipped. Oh, I know the result, obviously. And I also know that Onic used the LUO Claude. Don't know if it's in Game 1 or in Game 2 or both Game 1 and Game 2 that they used that. I've seen the clips of people talking about the whole Onic PH Claude LUO. But yeah, I guess we're just going to skip the draft here since, you know, it's not even live, right? Let's just... I would say this is a good Natan ban, though. Good Natan ban from Ekko. Good Masha ban too. Good Angela ban with the box share already picked up. So far so good. I mean, even from the drafts, I think for Ekko they have a pretty solid draft. I think the only thing that they lack with this draft is the side lane control, really. Like that's it. Cuz Ekko has a shit ton of side lane control right now. All right. Let's get straight into the game. So, how do they have side lane control? Mainly because of the LUO in the late game. For Ekko, the export can't really deal with the side waves because he's not a mobile hero, you know? You would expect the Benedetta, Paquitos, those kind of heroes to be picked when you go up against a LUO because you can try to handle the side lane pressure. But we've seen how Onic PH actually utilized the LUO and Natan a few times before this. That's Calera. Ooh. Okay.
For the fight, apparently not. That was a close call.
Yo see how Escalera just just vengeance in one more time. Just let me try this. Let's see what I can get. Oh, kick
Try
off.
as much as
Oh
you
my.
can, though. Sanji's gonna go down for
First blood.
Oh, and Escalera. Look at the.
Try.
Just vengeance in one more time. Just let me try this.
It's a very aggressive start to the game, man.
Try as much as you can,
Holy
though.
moly, I had to
Sanji's gonna go
replay
down
that
for
real
first
quick
blood.
because wanted to see how King Kong went for that initiation. I guess for Sanji, he just got caught off guard here. Skip over the troubleshooting. Oh my god, wait, this is a long pause. Oh my god.
Again, not good.
Alright, we're back. Okay.
Yes. This
So yeah,
actually
first blood over to Onic.
is very.
Ekko have a pretty good early game, not gonna lie. Like in mid, they are lacking a bit. LUO is a lane bully. In the gold lane as well. Ekko is actually the one that has the advantage here, so very interested to see how Onic PH pulled this victory off, because in terms of the objective control, it should actually be Ekko with a Barat, with a Grok as well. Yeah, 4 Brave Smites from Ekko. Really want to go for the fights.
Another emblem that will give you help. Right now, though, Flicker being used, make basically a big out for JP.
This is really good, though, by Onic PH. Like, they understand what I just said earlier. They understand that they are going to lose out in the neutral objective contest. So what they do is, they're better in the brawls. They're just going to go for a straight-up brawl earlier. What are the times that you actually need to force a brawl out? And this is an all-out win still for Onic PH. Even though Ekko lose out, like, I mean, they kind of trade equally here, but Gem gets so much space based on that. Sanford is actually just zoned away, so he's technically already picked off. He's so low. He has to get the Faraga armor back. And yeah, this is what you have to do, by the way, in case you guys want to utilize this kind of composition, like the Arlet. This is how you play the Arlet. And the Baksha even. Oh, I'll continue my point after the team fight. Holy shit. That recovery by Ekko is insane, by the way. I will talk about this once the action drops. Super high level game already. I can see it from the way that they're playing it. Another reset. All right. Oh, what? He still got it. Wow. Oh, Sanford. Oh my, dude. Mechanical overload. Holy freaking shiz. Okay. Sorry for pausing. But we can, okay. Let's talk about the whole sequence of events again, okay? Because man, This is already super freaking high level. All right, firstly, so Onic PH have mid control, right? That's why they have the advantage here. And that's why when they see Ekko walk up like this, they also have an advantage when it comes to just initiating, getting the first initiation on. The initial initiation, it's a bit better for Onic here in the early game. Obviously, that will go to Ekko later when the Grok gets the ultimate, and that's what we ultimately see later on. But this is what you want to utilize in the early game when you have someone like an Arlet, especially if you have someone like a LUO to help the Arlet displace them even more, get those resets on. But Arlet is really, really good for these early skirmishes. So they know that if it's just purely a neutral objective contest, if it's 50-50, Carlteasy will have a bit of an advantage. Despite Escalera not having level 4, it'll still be an advantage like for Carlteasy. It doesn't matter because he's a Barats. He can just eat up King Kong and then go for the red tree. So what they do is they just initiate. They initiate, they get the stun off, they get all these procs. With the LUO joining in as well. Even though Escalera dies, they've already done so much towards Ekko here. That's why I said it's worth it still for Onic PH. The fact that they baited Sanford out here gives Gem so much more space to play around the turtle. Or if he wants to, go back to lane right now because Sanford's already so low. He also rotates over to chunk him even lower so that Sanford is completely out of the lane right here. So with this control, Gem goes straight for the turtle. And this is where we can see again. We'll skip forward again. But we can see them controlling the turtle. They want to utilize this lead that they got because of the pressure that they have. They know that, you know, Ekko's resources have been depleted. Sanford's already really, really low, so he won't be joining this team fight in a while. So, Escalera also, with Super Friends earlier, here they cleared out the mid wave, getting the mid control, getting a man advantage over here. JP, we don't talk about the memes here. It's not JP's fault. But JP is doing a real good job here. And already just using skill 1, getting that vision, getting the wild charge, and delaying it. This is really, really good. And this is the reason why Ekko can actually look for that comeback fight. JP got so much space, baited so many of the resources, and kind of made that initial man advantage that Onic had quite useless. Because Sanford now has the frog armor, the resource advantage that Onic had is gone now, and they're able to just split the fight, go for it, get a kill, and then continue with the turtle, now with their own man advantage. This is already a really good plan, by the way, for Ekko. They were holding it down, they're looking for the fight. This is what you want to do when you have a Barats, right? This is the prime position for Barats. For Onic PH, the prime position was the one we spoke about earlier when they wanted to go for the skirmish. But that's why the reset's really, really good here. The fact that Onic kept on looking for that fight, and for some reason, well, not for some reason, actually, the way that all this played out, again, I don't know, this is probably a coincidence, but they decided to fight inside. This decision may not be a coincidence. The reason they wanted to just go in, fight inside, is because they know King Kong has a level advantage. I don't know if he's had the level advantage for a while now. So yeah, I think it's just a smart move. I don't think it's even a coincidence. They jumped into the turtle pit knowing that, you know, Ekko just resetted the turtle, and they just want to fight it. They just want to out red tree Carlteasy, which he can do because he is a level ahead. Again, it looks like a coincidence, but then you slow it down, you play it back again, and you see how Onic PH decide to take the fight and where they decide to take the fight. It just makes so much sense that, you know, like they got it in the end. It looked like King Kong just 50-50'd it with no tactics, but they chose to go in there. They chose to kind of stop the turtle from resetting completely. That's why I had to replay the whole thing, because, jeez, I knew it was high level when I first saw it earlier, but now that I've seen it in slow-mo, or with just like a few skips here and there, it's even higher level. It's mechanics. These are the things that... Well, technically you can say it's macro a bit because of the decision-making that they were making around, you know, the turtle, but I think it just comes down to the natural instincts as well of when to take the fight, where to take the fight, and knowing your power spike, that knowing your window to attack for Onic PH. King Kong, his awareness is ridiculous. If that was not coincidental, that was ridiculous. If that was coincidental, then holy shit, his instincts.
Especially early on when they forced Super Friends.
Another skirmish. Oh, Escalera gets baited a bit too far, man. But yeah, even here, like I said, right, these kind of skirmishes, even though Escalera died there, this is actually still value for Onic PH.
like Ekko saying, oh,
Because
you
the
guys
Boxer
wanna
can get
fight?
farm,
You guys
clearing the
wanna
jungle. They get
box?
so many more
We'll
resources.
do
They
that
lose a
too.
roamer, but Super Prince is still full
I
HP
didn't
earlier.
expect that
We
call
had
to just
Kelra
throw an
coming into the mid
Escalera. I
lane
don't know who's called
to
that.
clear it out
I
as
was
well.
assuming it was Jacob,
And
so I was
also
like,
Brave
alright,
Smite
just
from
charge this guy.
Kelra.
Again, the fact that you did not
Up
see it
against a
coming
carry,
and that it
the
looked
Brave
bad
Smite.
made it
I was
all the
actually a
more
hater of the
effective
Brave
for
Smite
Ekko.
for Claude for a while. But then now looking at it again, especially if you get DHS, I can see the value most definitely up against the carry so that you don't get bullied too much in lane. You have a little bit more sustainability. And this is why you will also want to go for DHS against bullies in your lane. If you're up against a Brody, if you're up against a carry on a Claude, you do not want to go for Corrosion Scythe unless your team is already dominating, then that's a different story. Because of the sustain that you get. And yeah, Kelras are actually winning against the lane bully, which is crazy. Benny is one of the best laners in DH, and Kelra's winning. Good skirmish. Sanji gets it. Okay, Sanford. Wow. Still though, despite Onic PH, despite Onic PH being able to like look for these crazy skirmishes, force Ekko have been playing an amazing early game. One of their strengths for sure as a team is their early game. Up against AP Brand, they were also ahead in the early game most of the time. So this is just Ekko. They are usually like look a bit messy in the mid towards late because they do take a lot of like risky, gambly kind of plays. But wow, I mean that was really impressive. Still though, they played towards their winning condition that we said earlier in at the start, which is neutral objective control. If they can get into that pit, if they can stop Onic from going for an all-out skirmish and all-out war, they will have an advantage when it comes to that red tree. It wasn't Carl that got it, but still Ekko got it. Blade armor first item for the Barats, Carl Tizzy. Okay. Wow, good read by King Kong there. Hold up, we gotta play that back. Did they see Sanji walk in there? Ah, he did. King Kong. King Kong spotted him, if you guys can see right here. So King Kong really spotted him. That's why it's not a good read. It's just he saw him. They were ready for it. King Kong used skill 1 and went straight in there. That was really well played. Even like mechanically, right? He goes in with a shield unity over to this side, and then he taps the skill 1 to get the jump on Sanji, because if he was just walking there, Sanji would have 100% reacted to it. Ekko would have had some backup. Really well played.
Beautiful sweep there. Final slash into Super Princess Escalera's waiting arms.
That was worth it, man. That's Sanji we're talking about.
Uh-oh.
Is welcome here, activated by Carl Tizzy. He's under the turret, but he's actually the one getting the majority of the damage. Look at that. They're going to be able to survive at least for the meantime, but Ekko are having a hard time keeping those HP bars up.
All right.
Onic threading the needle. They're still very aggressive. They're still on him.
They're still here. They popped the Firaga armor as well.
Non-stop action for Onic and their playstyle.
Eska.
Bad spot.
Escalera's trapped, and there you go. Another flicker. See, why did he have that again?
And he's fine. It's not like a fully retreating flicker. It's more of a flicker to sidestep and get him into a better position for this turtle. This is amazing. Again, as I said, totally non-stop action.
This control is actually really, really nice by Onic PH. I'm just gonna skip back like to see again. But yeah, the way that they've been looking for skirmishes, like we said early on as well, to get the advantages have just been amazing. Because again, for Onic PH, they kind of like made the 1,000 gold lead for Ekko completely useless by looking for these skirmishes around the choke points in the top side of the map. That was so well played, man. Like, oh, and then instantly the diversion. Man, this kind of playstyle actually fits Ekko too, by the way. Like, if Ekko learn how to play Onic PH's LUO game, they can probably do something very similar. Because it does feel like Onic PH and Ekko have a very similar style where they want to go for brawls, for skirmishes. They don't just want to go for these objectives.
Guardian helmet for the Baksha so that if ever
These are really, really cool fights that we are seeing
and then of course
from both Onic PH and
really have to
Ekko.
commend how he's timing the use of his vengeance and of course basic common emblem on this roamer means
Because Keller's been getting double waves, by the way, constantly. He's been going bot into mid again. Onic PH really understand that they want to give Keller resources. Really, really cool. Okay, this is it. This is it.
1,000 gold lead.
The diversion play up top.
Locate themselves.
They get this position to give Kelra again the farm. So yeah,
They missed it.
I think Onic PH right now, dude, this team is freaking scary. The way that they are playing. I am very impressed with how they are able to utilize the snowball from this roster. I mean, from this composition, sorry. From this composition in the way that they do. It's very impressive. What they're doing is, again, they're using the early game advantage that they have, the brawling advantage that they have, but now at the point where Ekko do not want to take fights, they're still finding advantages with the diversion, but in a different way. A lot of teams would go and use a diversion for fights, which I think is still the main use for them. They want to look for these pickoffs around the map, but they are getting these very nice positions, like cutting them and getting a few members to use the diversion to let them stay here and get control over to give Kelra a farm. What they are doing right now across the map, it is making it super chaotic for Kelra to farm. Even here, Kelra did not take the diversion here. Kelra instead went to the mid lane to go and farm again. Kelra's always been being given farm. Like Onic PH will be looking for fights across the map. This will act as a distraction. Obviously, because they are ahead, they have a man advantage. They'll always be winning in these pickoffs and rotations. But the main key is still Kelra. Kelra is still free farming. Like he's staying in the mid lane. Earlier up top, they went up top. They cut through here, and then Kelra goes to the lane. So providing Kelra space so that Ekko cannot pick him off. This is a very interesting way to utilize a lead, because yes, your gold lane does get so crazy resource advantage, like a crazy resource advantage. He's already 1,000 gold ahead.
Look at Onic rushing it. It's like they're confident to know that Ekko can contest this, but let's see.
He already has 3 items, by the way, in 10 minutes. I think he got that earlier. This is a crazy power spike for Claude. And he gets it in the 10th minute of the game, despite him having 1 assist. This is usually normal when you get 2 kills. The guy does not have any kills. He's just been farming, bro. And then they hard reset again because they know they have control. This is phenomenal, really. Like, holy shit. This is a scary team right now. Another skirmish that they go for, and at this point, they can really dictate the skirmishes that they want to take. This is really good by Ekko, though. The way that they are able to, find Kelra earlier, make him low. Oh my god, that damage. Still really well played by Ekko. Yeah, but Onic PH can dictate these fights, but it doesn't mean that it's always going to go their way. They fucked up a bit there in the way that they took that fight. It was a bit too messy. Technically, their comp kind of thrives in messy team fights, so that's what they wanted to go for, but Kelra got low way too fast, too early. And now it gets tough for Onic PH. Now I want to see how they utilize this again, because Ekko were able to counter that. Ekko were able to fight that. You know what? I want to replay that fight once again. I really want to see how, because it looked really good for Onic at the start. Yeah. I mean, Kelra went in a bit too, I would say it's a bit too early. Because if they got Sanji there, it would have been a different story. That initiation follow-up from Kelra would have been good. But the thing is, Sanji was able to get the final slash down on Kelra and then displace him. And then Ekko took advantage of it. So, again, these little victories mechanically from Ekko are winning them the team fights. This is why Ekko likes to gamble so much in their games. It's because they trust their capabilities in the team fight department, man. They're really, really good at team fighting. That's, I guess, why they were able to beat Onic PH in the first leg, right? If I'm not mistaken, the only loss that Onic has taken is from Ekko. Correct me if I'm wrong. They are 7-1 right now, right? Shit, I should have just looked at the replay. But yeah, again, basically, Sanji's positioning, really, really good. Kind of saved that team fight for Ekko and kind of turned that around for Ekko. I love this. It's like super high mechanics, but the macro is also impeccable. The Fanfare getting rid of the top wave. Bottom wave also going to be dealt with. And then Ekko. JP is rotating here, giving some space, trying to give Ekko space to take this down. But Onic PH still hold down. Oh, whoa, what?
Oh, foresight by Super Prince, dodging the wild.
That was really crazy by Super Friends.
JP was able to land it onto 1 or 2 if I'm not mistaken, but
Kala
Savage
clears the wave up
misses
top.
flash.
They get 2 tier 2s, and Onic PH is
But Ekko
take
still
control
holds
here.
control, but that mid-tower standing is a thorn on the side of Ekko.
Amazing dodge. That was a 2-layer dodge.
all right, but it's still gonna be taken down, I think. Nope. All right. So wow, Onic PH actually take control of the mid turret. They still prevent it from getting taken down. Benny gets a win in nature. It's a really good item. I want to see the items again though. I don't know which. I don't know how many items he has. If that's his 4th or 3rd item, I believe it might be his 3rd item to just respect the physical damage coming in from Onyx. So, no, it's his 4th. Okay, so both gold laners already have their win in natures. 4 items already. Benny's doing a real good job despite like Kelra being getting. Kelra's been getting a lot of free farm, and Benny's still doing a really good job. Holy moly. Okay. So Kelra's still free farming. Again, as you can see, Escalator is still providing space as much as he can to just stop anyone from coming around here. If you're a roamer, please take note in your ranked games. Please do this because, you know, gold lane, when you're behind as a gold lane, it is very scary to farm, even on Claude. Because in these types of situations, when you are behind, you don't need to be opening up the map, all right? For all the roamers out there. There's no reason for you to be opening up the map in the 13-minute, no lord, no neutral objective, and you are down 3,000 gold. You need to cover. You need to open up the map in a different way. Okay, diversion. Interesting move by Onic PH. They're just looking for... I guess for the low, when you have low Yi as well, that's a way you can just open up the map, right? You just go and ult, rotate around, and then recall again. They choose to recall there because the Lord is going to be spawning. Sanford's clearing out top lane. It's a good slow push built up. I don't know if this wave can catch it though. It's going to be spawning now. If they catch it, I think it'll be a bit late. No, okay, it catches it perfectly. All right, so the wave up top is a perfect slow push by Ekko. Onic PH will have to deal with that. That's why Ekko started instantly. And this is it. This is the battle mirror image. Okay, that's it. He goes in with the okay. That's a diversion to stop the slow push from happening. Like, it's still a slow push, by the way, for Ekko, but it's not as big as it was before. If it wasn't the slow push, oh, there's so much happening. I can't talk. Wait. Good skirmish. Good skirmish. See. Kelra needs to enter late into these team fights. When he does, he just carries the team fight. Wow. Damn, this is just freaking insane, dude. I mean, wait, I need to take a look at this wave again because didn't get to see it. Diversion up top. I want to see the wave. Oh, shit. My bad. Okay. My bad, boys. I thought it was still a slow push for Ekko because of how the wave looked in the minimap. But here, this is way clearer. He goes back after making the cannon minion, this one cannon minion, a third of his HP. Like, it's 3/4 HP right now. And he still has a cannon minion and melee. So, it's actually the opposite. Onic PH will build their own slow push back towards Ekko. Because you can see here, the waves start to build up again. Up top, you can see it, right? The wave. So, damn, that makes the Lo Yi and Claude combo a bit more broken. Because you can create slow pushes like that. Oh my god, wait, I have to go in deep here. Because I feel like some of you guys might not understand how that builds up to a slow push. It might be easy because, like, all right, this is I'm sorry if I keep going back, but I want to explain this. So, usually, in a normal situation, this will still be a slow push. This will still be a slow push for Ekko. If, let's say, these two waves... Okay, let's just talk about this way. 2 minion waves. I mean, the cannon minion here and the mage minion, right? A caster minion. And then one cannon minion from Ekko, right? This will still usually be built towards a slow push for Ekko. If it happens here on the map, if it happens in the middle of the map. Thing is, it is happening here. So, when this timer hits 40, when the next mini wave spawns, this wave, the Ekko wave, will meet the slow push wave, or just the delayed wave. I will call this the delayed wave of Onic PH here. When they meet, the 40th second minion wave from Onic PH will spawn and still meet here, and this will create like a man advantage kind of situation for Onic PH's waves. And meanwhile, the Ekko wave that spawns in the 40th second will still be walking towards there. So then, by the time it does hit onto Onic PH's wave, it will already be Onic PH's wave with more minions. So it'll become a slow push for Onic PH. So this is another thing that's why I thought it was still a slow push for Ekko, because I thought they didn't clear it completely because there's another wave coming in. But I completely forgot that if you freeze a wave in a different spot, it will change everything. Like, the way that he took this, he stopped it here, so the waves will be building up here and stacking up against the next minion wave. So again, I don't know. I'm sorry if it's a bit complicated. I don't have the visuals for it because obviously here they only show like a very small part of it. But yes, when you clear minions in that way, the different positions where you clear the minions actually like end up building waves in different ways. So that is fun facts for you guys. That's crazy. I also fucking forgot about it because I was talking earlier here and I was saying that, you know, Ekko still had that slow push, but no, they did not, because it's building up, and you can see it here. They took the mid lane turret. This wave is still building up because of the man advantage that they have, and they can just play around, completely ignore the top side of the map, no worries whatsoever. Another wave building up here. The only reason why it won't be of any concern to Ekko is because they have a Lord. They got the Lord, and this will ultimately be cleared out again. But you can see here, it's a big wave already, you know. So yeah, this is freaking insane, by the way. Like, you see, look at this: 2 cannon minions and 1 minion. If that was not an enhanced minion wave, this would be a very big slow push. Because I think by the end, if it reaches to this turret, you will have 3 cannon minions. Yeah, see, you still have 3 cannon minions here, even after the enhanced lord. They cleared it very easily, because also the minions were stuck there, so that the lord coming in couldn't, like, if, oh my god, there are levels to this shit, bro. Like, there are actual, fuck. I didn't even think about the future impacts that would have, because by their way of making that slow push, they also kind of denied Ekko's utilization of the lord. Ekko couldn't get the advantage with the Lord because the wave was already stuck here for a while. So the Lord would just be walking straight into Onic PH's hands again. If, again, Onic PH cleared that completely, the Lord would just be here, and then Ekko could clear the side waves and then take control of mid and then siege down the mid turret as you would usually do with the Lord. So yeah, the future impacts on that one small decision to not fully clear the wave, to just leave it that way. I don't know if it's a coincidence, again, because he had to pop in that battle mirror image, Kelra, again, to get back to the team fight. But I feel with the way that it's been playing out, that it doesn't look like a coincidence. It looks like they were just... Wow. We've already spent 27 minutes analyzing. Thank you for the people who were forcing me to analyze this game. I do not regret spending my time analyzing this game. This is insane. This is really, really crazy. Like,
it's a thing, y'all. It's a thing.
There you go.
All right, let's take a look at the items first. Oh, Haas Claws. Whoa. Haas Claws sells the boots for Haas Claws. Has the Melfic as well. Huh. The Haas Claws. Okay, so legit. The Brave Smite, the DHS first item, and now the Haas Claws. Man's gonna have a shit ton of sustain.
For X-Borg, it's a thing, y'all. It's a thing.
There you go.
All right.
There was a negative goal.
Yeah, so yeah, Lord Advantage gold benefit minus 885.
Raptor, who was bullying you for picking up
Why
the
would
Sea
they?
Halberd?
Every time.
What would they do rather?
Why don't you just guys focus?
Durans?
I don't know with them.
Tell them to focus on winning.
Dominance size?
Yeah. To
all
be
you can
fair,
do.
my X-Borg win rate isn't that high, but still, Sea Halberd's correct.
What is but a win rate but a number? Talking about numbers, look at the damage dealt by Super Prince.
No, of course.
Just barreling on forward.
Oh my god, JP, Carl TC, and Sanford just freaking sandbags.
Kit doesn't do anything against magic damage.
Yeah.
That's right.
So he has to itemize very specifically.
Yeah, the passive that he gets from the...
More damage.
Earthen Force, was it?
Earthen Force, yes.
Yeah, from Earthen Force. It's for physical.
It was previously Ancient Blessing.
Yeah. is for physical now. Before it used to be for physical and magic. And then at the same time, it just makes sense. Super Friends, highest damage dealt, most damage taken. Of course, it's JP, Cartesian, Sanford. We've been seeing them eating up the ability.
So now, you see, when it meets here, it's a slow push for Onic PH. You see this? There you go. That's the example. Now it's a slow push for Onic PH. It's a very slow push, by the way. He left. There was 1 minion left. I think that might be the cannon minion. So yeah, it's gonna be slow pushing towards Ekko, and that's why Onic PH they're fine with it. They're just staying here. Ekko are going for it because they have the bottom wave cleared up already, and that's why they can also take control of this. Gem gets out before anything happens. Mid lane gets cleared out by Onic PH. They take control over the side of the map. Oh, JP! Wow, good discipline by Kelra. Hell holds on to the freaking Purify the whole time. Beautifully done. Well played. That was well played, man. Like, he didn't panic at all. Oh, Sanji! Woo! Still well played by Onic, but holy Sanji, what is wrong with you? Oh my god. Oh, dude! Bro, this... Bro. Bro.
Eventually, Onic.
I can't believe I missed this match, bro. What was I doing? Oh my god. This is better than my holiday. What the freak, man? Alright, I'm never gonna... If I have the chance, I'm never gonna miss out PH games, bro. Oh my god.
The setup of JP. Ekko not completely in the right position to follow up.
Bro, that winter truncheon, bro.
Onic
What?
the Lord, and Onic pushing Ekko back.
Oh, I don't know if Sanji would have killed him there, but hey, that was entertaining. Definitely not boring. What the fuck? Oh my god, bro.
This Lord has done work. Check this out. It actually penetrated bottom alone.
Wow. That's how battered and bruised Ekko
That was ridiculous.
can't defend the Lord completely.
Oh my god, that was ridiculous. I'm still thinking about it, bro. That was hype. Sanji getting the kill on Kelra, and then Super Friends with the winter truncheon. The way that they were taking that fight as well. Now he has to go rose gold. There you go. He has to go rose gold. He has to respect Sanji. The House Claws wasn't doing much for him. So yeah, that's why I was also kind of like House Claws. Okay, we'll see how that does. But Athena Shield for Benny Cutie too. Here it is. This is it. This is the one that always gets clipped. This is the way that they're using it here is actually the way that is like this is the most normal way to use it. What was really impressive was not this usage. The most impressive usage of the LUO Claude was during the first Lord, the one that we were talking about, the one where they built up the wave here. Because here they're just pushing, they're just shoving the waves, right? They're just trying to freeze up the waves as well. They don't want to give Ekko gold. But yeah, it's still really cool to see. But the way that they were utilizing it with the Lord earlier, like the first Lord, that was really the peak of what this combo can do. Because that kind of stopped, that literally stopped Ekko from taking control of the game completely. This is Ekko's game. But Onic PH stopped it with that.
About 1,500 means they still have something up their sleeves. What is that though? I'm struggling to find that because Onic seems to have got them back to back in 2 team fights.
He's showing off right now, though. And to a good
Brutality,
extent, gold for Kelra, so
winner,
that's still
nothing too
effective.
crazy here. Blade armor as well. So yeah, Sea Halberd. They were talking about it. The caster was talking about it. Reptar was talking about it. War X Sea Halberd might be the way to go.
Mark of the yin and yang. There's a little bit of like a pullback. It's a tempo breaker for team fights for Ekko.
Slow push for Onic PH right now. So Ekko want to create a slow push back because the Lord is spawning here. They have control of it, and they deal with it. Now they have a cannon minion, and it's going to be slow pushing towards Onic PH. But again, Onic PH are already doing the same thing in bottom lane, man. Oh, this is where it gets really annoying when you're ahead, huh? The best utilization of that was still the first Lord, but the way that they can spam it continuously here is pretty disgusting too. It's a slow push here. Ekko will have to deal with it. This is an auto forced error. And Ekko will just have to fight. At this point, this is like... Onic PH are building a slow push on top of a super minion wave. So it's going to be even deadlier now. Ekko... Oh, man. I really want to talk about that.
But JP, I think he bumped into a wall here, and now everyone is dancing around the dispersion.
Just well played. Maybe GG.
It's Ekko still running.
And then the mid lane, oh my Kelra, bro. Buys the immortality.
And Carl TZ is the last remaining guy by Benacuity somewhere on the map.
Blade armor.
Gonna get
Wait,
taken off
Kelra?
as well.
He's dead, right?
Right.
Oh, he gets out.
With the literal great one, Carl Teasy.
Oh no, that was a 4 for none.
Dude.
4 for none.
Oh dear lord.
Dude.
It's
Still
just
standing, by the way. Lord wasn't
We know how the game ends. We know the game ends here. What we don't know is what I'm gonna tell you guys.
here.
Why this
Approaching
combo
half health.
is
Look at this
more
Benacuity.
than just a forced error. Firstly, let's talk about the setup, right? Because obviously they have they slow push the super minion wave. Slow push super minion wave. Sanji will have to clear it. Sanji clears it here, and even if he does, the super minions have already done enough damage to the next minion wave to create another slow push. So, if Sanji ignores this, rotates over, what will Onic PH do? They will put the diversion down again. Kelra puts the battle mirror image somewhere back. He goes into the base, threatens an end. All of Ekko go back. If they go back in time, and Onic PH get Lord. If they don't go back, Claude ends the game. I don't see a way for Ekko to actually beat this, like in this position. That's how ridiculous the forced error is. Usually when there are forced errors like this, teams can just, okay, we can look for a fight. We can make we can just make a decision whether we want to defend, whether we want to go for this. But in this situation, it's 22 minutes in. It's a Lord, evolved Lord. Even if you defend an evolved Lord, you're going to lose two, 3 base turrets. And you're basically prolonging the inevitable. Because what Onic PH are doing right now with just 1 base turret down, with 1 super minion wave, they can do it again with 3 super minion waves. With the LUO ult constantly. So even if, yeah, probably the safe way to go about it is Ekko deciding not to take this team fight, not to go for the Lord, and just defend in the base. But it will always just be an Onic PH win. So if you get to this point of the game, up against this composition, I'm struggling to find a way to beat this shit, bro. That's what's like. That's why I have to replay it and talk about it again. This combo will have like. I think Onic PH might have fucked up with this combo. They showed it way too early. This I don't know if yeah probably they've been using it in scrims as well, and probably other teams would be utilizing it if it wasn't them. So yeah, but holy shit, if this strategy was just hidden till playoffs,
of the Hedgehog.
Onic PH
30
would just
seconds
dominate playoffs like it
before
was
the
nothing.
next Ekko
This is
member shut
insane.
non-stop at.
Bro. Wow. Wow. Like, wow. That's brilliant. It's a 22-minute game, 23-minute game. We've analyzed for 37 minutes. We've added a lot of duration here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I wasn't yapping too much. Hopefully you guys still enjoyed the analysis. But yeah, I was just really impressed with how they were able to execute that. So let me know in the comment section if I missed anything, in case I did, because I do tend to miss some of these things while talking about other things. And you guys usually point that out to me. So let me know in the comment section if you guys have any, additions to it. So yeah, I guess I'll be doing match 2 now. So peace out.